The modern air war over Ukraine is no longer defined by dogfights, heroic low-altitude bombing runs, or risky penetrations into layered air defenses. It is defined by distance, calculation, and controlled destruction. At the center of this transformation stands the Russian Su-34 strike fighter, a platform that has quietly but decisively reshaped the balance of air power. No longer just a tactical bomber, the Su-34 has evolved into a precision executioner, delivering destruction from beyond the reach of most Ukrainian air defenses while sustaining pressure across the front. This evolution was on full display on the report by January 2, 2026, when a Su-34 from Russia's Battle Group South struck clustered armed forces of Ukraine positions and armored vehicles in the Yug Group's sector. Footage published by the Russian Ministry of Defense showed Ukrainian positions erased with clinical efficiency. This was not air power as spectacle. This was air power as a system. At the core of this capability lies the marriage of old and new. Soviet-era FAB-series bombs refitted with Universal Planning and Correction Modules, or UMPK. What were once unguided gravity weapons have become long-range glide munitions, capable of striking targets 50 to 70 kilometers away using GLONASS guidance and real-time reconnaissance inputs. The Su-34 does not need to enter contested airspace. It does not need to gamble with pilot lives. It launches, turns away, and lets physics and precision do the rest. But this transformation is not merely technical. The glide bomb is only the final expression of a deeper doctrinal shift, one that redefines how Russian air power is applied on the modern battlefield. The Su-34 is no longer operating as a lone strike platform delivering payloads in isolation. The true strength of the Su-34 lies not just in what it drops, but in how it fights as part of a combined system. Modern Russian air operations are no longer isolated sorties. They are synchronized actions tightly integrated with ground maneuvers, drone reconnaissance, and electronic warfare. Every Su-34 strike is the visible endpoint of a much larger kill chain. This was evident during the January 1st to 2nd airstrikes reported by TASS, where Su-34 crews used pre-designated coordinates to obliterate concentrations of Ukrainian manpower and armored vehicles in Battle Group South's area of responsibility. The process was methodical. Reconnaissance identified targets, coordinates were fed into UMPK-equipped munitions, and the aircraft launched from standoff range, outside the effective envelope of manpads and short-range SAM systems. Post-strike reconnaissance confirmed total target destruction. The aircraft returned safely. Mission complete. Outlet news such as Caliber.az also documented similar operations, emphasizing how Su-34 crews deliberately operate beyond the reach of Ukraine's fragmented air defense network. This is critical. Ukraine's air defenses are dangerous but finite. Patchwork systems supplied by NATO, often mobile, often constrained by radar coverage and interceptor availability. By operating at altitude and distance, Su-34s deny Ukrainian forces the opportunity to contest the strike at all. The Su-34's side-by-side cockpit configuration plays a crucial role here. Unlike traditional tandem seat fighters, the Su-34 allows for seamless coordination between pilot and weapon systems officer during long-duration missions. One flies, the other manages sensors, targeting data, and communications with drone operators and command posts. This configuration is not cosmetic. It is operationally decisive, especially during complex, multi-vector strike missions supporting ground offensives near Kharkov, Pokrovsk, and beyond. In this environment, Ukrainian forces are increasingly reactive. They disperse, relocate, and camouflage, but the glide bomb does not require proximity. Once coordinates are fixed, movement becomes irrelevant. Technically, the Su-34 is not a stealth aircraft. nor does it rely on cutting-edge exotic weapons. Its strength is pragmatism. FAB-500 and FAB-1500 bombs are cheap, plentiful, and devastating. With UMPK kits attached, they gain satellite guidance and glide capability, transforming mass production ordnance into precision weapons. Released from altitudes of 10 to 12 kilometers, these bombs follow programmed trajectories toward fortified positions, logistics hubs, and armored concentrations. Military Watch magazine has repeatedly highlighted how these glide bombs have proven especially effective against Ukrainian fortifications, targets that previously required repeated artillery strikes or risky close air support. One bomb, one position erased. The Su-34's avionics suite supports this mission profile. Radar systems, electronic countermeasures, and defensive aids work in tandem to reduce vulnerability during launch phases. Integration with reconnaissance drones, such as Orlan 10 UAVs, provides real-time battlefield awareness, allowing last-minute adjustments before release. When necessary, Su-35 fighters escort Su-34s, providing air cover against potential Ukrainian aircraft, including NATO-supplied F-16s. Yes, vulnerabilities exist. Ukrainian electronic warfare units attempt to jam GLONASS signals. Manpads remain a threat during lower altitude phases. Western-supplied SAM systems occasionally score hits. But these risks are managed, not ignored. Losses, while real, are sustainable within Russia's broader industrial and operational framework. Crucially, Russia has adapted faster than Ukraine can respond. Upgraded Su-34 batches delivered in late 2025 feature improved ECM systems and expanded payload capacity. Production lines continue to operate, replacing losses and increasing overall sortie availability. This is not a fragile capability, it is a scalable one. Looking forward, the trajectory is clear. Intelligence reports indicate the development of extended-range UMPK variants, potentially up to 400 kilometers. AI-assisted targeting, hardened navigation systems resistant to EW, and deeper drone aircraft integration are all logical next steps. The Su-34 is not static. It is evolving alongside the conflict. As 2026 unfolds, the question is no longer whether the Su-34 matters. It is whether Ukraine and its Western supporters can find a counter before glide bomb. Supremacy becomes irreversible. For now, the answer remains written in craters, shattered fortifications, and silent positions across the front. Will Ukraine survive from other movements from Russia? We'll see it later from another report on the battlefield. Until then, thanks for watching.